Hey guys, welcome to class 5 of graphic design. This is Echo Hub Digital Empowerment Initiative, and I'm glad you're part of this class. In our last week, in our last class, we talked about types of graphic design, which is our class 4. So if you don't know the types of graphic design, you go watch that video. That's our class 4. In this class 5, we're talking about the advantages of being a graphic designer. But in the course of this video, we talk about just two, while in our class 6, we talk about the leftover 2. So which is 4 in total. So there are numerous other advantages, but we just want to talk about just 2 for now and 2 in our next class. So being a graphic designer has numerous advantages because a graphic designer is an important person. A graphic designer is a person that's smart, that's intelligent, that's creative, that understands how the world totally revolves, because every single thing about us is all about graphics. Every single, right from what you wear as a person, what you eat, from your cooking of a food, it portrays graphics. The interior designing and exterior design of your house is graphics. And even down to our vegetation is graphics. If you look down to the atmosphere, our cloud is all about graphics, because it comes with different concepts, different designs, different colors. So that's to tell you that the world itself is built under graphics. So being a graphic designer, you're a very, very important person. You're a very, very special person, because in different organizations, you're still an important person, because no organization in the world today can do without a graphic designer. No. Graphic designer is more of a middleman between the company and the audiences, between the company and what its customers, between a company and the world and entirely, because you're the face. Your word, you're the face of your company entirely. Through you, the company, the audiences and other persons out there get to see how your company operates or whatever they are. That's just it. You are a very essential person, a very, very essential person. Now, in these advantages we're talking about too, which is the creative expression and what problem solving. That's to tell you that being a graphic designer, you must have you're creative and you're problem solving. Like you solve problems entirely. Now that's to say, people comes to you with problems, and their job, and they comes to you with that problem, and your job is to solve that problem. So how do you solve that problem? You have to apply your level of creativity as a graphic designer now in solving that problem. That's what is called a creative expression in what problem solving. You must be creative. You must be creative enough to be a graphic designer. Graphic designer are not dull person. They're person that thinks far, that a person that thinks beyond the scope. You have to think beyond the ordinary point. You have to think beyond every other person thoughts entirely. That's what makes you creative. Now somebody can come and, okay, let's say you work for a company and they're introducing a new brand, and whatever what they want, definitely they will just come to you that are introducing a new brand, and they want it to, like, they want this brand to go viral. Like they want it to be catchy. They want the world to know about this brand, and they want the brand to be top, because that's the dream of every company. Now it's your job as a graphic designer to know the kind of write-up, the kind of headings, the kind of catchy elements you need to use. You are, as a graphic designer, you know the kind of presentable concept that you're going to introduce, that you're going to put together to make that brand an exceptional one, to be like, to make that brand go viral. It's your job as a graphic designer, starting from its designs, from the graphical designs, the text used, the color combinations, the kind of layout you use, the modeling structure, and every single bit of it, the headings and every single thing, the flow entirely, the shapes. It's your job as a graphic designer to make sure that design, or the design, is a masterpiece, to make the design pass the information, to make that particular brand entirely to become outstanding. So you have to apply your level of creativity to make it balanced. You have to apply your creativity to give the best design ever, because you're a graphic designer and people come to you with high expectations, because many people don't even know what they want. But as a graphic designer, it's our obligation to make sure every problem is being solved. Yeah, that's the advantage of being a graphic designer: creative expression and problem solving. Because you're really needed everywhere. You're needed everywhere. Nobody. When it comes to brand building and communication, you know, it's a dream of every company or every firm entirely, that to make sure that brand is well known to the world, to make sure that whenever they go out, the brand should be seen everywhere. It gives the company joy to know that their brand sells or is drawing attention globally. Now that's the job of a graphic designer, because it's your job as a graphic designer to make a brand publicly known, be it on social media, be it on handbills, on posters, on billboards, or different TV stations or radio stations. It's your job as a graphic designer to make a brand publicly known. That's your job entirely. Because when a graphic designer works for a firm, for any firm entirely, no brand can go viral without you. Starting from the typography, it's the job of a graphic designer to bring out a catchy heading, different kinds of write-ups, make sure it's well written, well understood, the message can be well passed. It's your job as a graphic designer to bring out the best typography style and concept that will be catchy to the world out there, to make that particular brand outstanding. When it comes to modeling, when it comes to different emojis, when it comes to different shapes, when it comes to the different color combinations or graphic design or graphic styles or presentation, it's your job as a graphic designer to bring out the best, to make a brand outstanding from other brands, from other firms entirely. Because when the public sees that particular brand, the information should be well passed, and it's the job of a graphic designer to make sure a brand that comes out to the world, it should be very, very significant from others. It should be outstanding. It should be outstanding. So it's the job of a graphic designer to control the flow of information about a particular brand on every social media platform, on websites, mobile apps, or road billboard or whatever. So it's the job of a graphic designer. So as you see, nobody can, like, a graphic designer cannot be replaced. You can replace anybody, but you cannot replace a graphic designer, because every company needs a graphic designer, because the graphic designer is the face of the company to the world entirely. No one can do it without you. Nothing can go viral without a graphic designer. You can have a social media, you can have a web designer sits there, but the beauty of the site entirely, the graphics, the flow of information entirely from the platform is being controlled by the graphic designer. He's the one that passes the information about the particular page or that. So you're very, very essential. When it comes to presentations, you're very, very essential, because after every project has been documented, before you can go through to the system to look very, very presentable and publish for presentation, it's the job of a graphic designer to bring the relating content that can finalize the project. So you're very, very essential. You get? So being a brand ambassador and communication is one of the advantages of a graphic designer. So in this case, I want you to understand that you're an important person being a graphic designer. You're very, very essential. Very, very essential. So in our class 6, we'll be talking about other advantages of graphic designing. So if there are any questions, you can drop it on the comment section. I'm going to respond to you.